Alrighty, so we are going to work on our next part of multiplying fractions and whole numbers. So for every fraction standard that we have, you need to be able to do it with word problems. So for this one, this is your multiplying fractions and whole numbers, okay? So let's get started. So it says there are 6 students in Angela's book club. So whenever I'm talking about people, I like to draw a model. So I make, I always call them like popsicle people because they kind of look like a little, but it's because it is a math problem. It's not an art project. And so they don't need to have arms and legs unless the multiplication problem involved arms and legs, okay? So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here's her book club. 2/3 of the students in her group are boys. How many in Angela's book club are boys? So here's our 6. So if we're going to do 2/3, and I'm working with a model, so the first thing I do is box off, okay, groups of 3, because my denominator is 3, okay? Then 2 are boys. So then I circle 2 in each box, because 2/3, okay? So 2/3 and times 6. So you can see all those numbers. So we've got 3 in each group. That's why of our denominator of 3. 2 of them are boys. You can see the circle is 2, and then we've got 6 altogether. So 6 and 2/3. How many? So you will see that it is 4 because I circled 4. Now, if we do it with the equation would be 6 times 2/3, okay? And 6 times 2/3. Sorry, my brain just froze for a minute. So 6 times 2, remember we multiply the whole times the numerator. 6 times 2 is 12. Our denominator stays the same, 12/3. So if we think about it, now we got to switch to a mixed number. So 12 divided by 3 is 3, 6, 9, 12. It is 4. So there is our 4, just like we got by drawing our model, okay? So this is the same thing we were doing, but it is important that we understand different ways to show our thinking, and so I just wanted to show you this, okay? There are 8 players on Stan's basketball team. 3/4 of the players are able to make it to this weekend's game. How many of Stan's teammates will be there to play? So we're going to do 8 times 3/4. So if you want to draw your model, you can, but it would just be 8 times 3/4. Remember, we're going to multiply our whole times our numerator. 8 times 3 is 24. And then our denominator stays the same. So 24/4, and 24 divided by 4 is 6. Okay. Again, if you want to draw it, you sure can. Just know that your denominator should be 4. And so you would start with 8 people. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go this way. 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's our 8 people. 3/4 of the players are able to make it. So I'm going to make groups of 4. Okay. And then 3/4 of the players are able. So 3/4. So I'm circling 3/4 and then 3/4 again because we want 3/4 of the 8. Okay. And you can see we ended up with 6 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Carol bought some packages of gum at the gas station and ate 3/4 of a package each week. How many would she have eaten after 7 weeks? So that one, so 7 weeks, and she ate 3/4 each week, okay? So 7 times 3 is 21. And our denominator stays the same, which is 4ths. So we're going to think 21 divided by 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So that's 5. We've got 1 left over, 5 and 1/4. So if we're going to do 7 times 3/4, okay, that would be a lot to draw out. So you can see why we slowly, this helps us to understand what we're doing, but we really, and so does like working with our tiles, but it's not efficient. Okay, so once you're clear on that, it is better to stick with this. So our solution would be 5 and 1/4. And then Typically, depending on what your assignment is asking for, we wouldn't want to say that our answer is 5 1/4. We would want to say like 5 1/4 packs. But if it's a test that, sometimes we don't have to do that. But it's important to understand that we're not just talking, I would always tease my students, 5 1/4 what? Gorillas? Because that's what it seems like it should be. Like if we don't have an answer, okay? All right. When Debbie's 3DS is fully charged, it lasts for 2 hours. If she only has it charged at 6/8 full, how long would it last? So 2 hours times 6/8. Now, a lot of students don't understand why, okay? And it's because if you're doing 6/8 of 2, you're multiplying the 2 times 6/8. So there's our equation, 2 times 6/8. So we're going to do 2 times 6 is 12. And then, all right, Haley needs 5/6 of a cup of water for 1 flower. If she has 7 flowers, how many cups of water would she need? Okay, so we're going to go 7 times 5, 6. I keep forgetting to put that here. 7 times 5, 6. 7 times 5 is 35. Our denominator stays the same, so 6. So for this one, what I'm going to do for you